Six money traps you must avoid in your 30s. You know, we mentioned 30s because in your 20s, most young people are trying to figure out what they will do, what they will study, how their future will be like. So they focus on school, education, going to school, so they don't actually think about finance. But at your 30s, I think every young people out there must be out of school. Most of them must be out of school. Then at your 30, they'll be thinking of taking their finance serious. Some of them they will be thinking of getting married. Some of them will be thinking of establishing a better business. So it's that particular time in 30s that most young people always focus on their financial goals. That is why we are mentioning, bringing these tips for you to how you will control yourself when you are at the age of 30, so that you will not fall into financial troubles like others do. Do you understand? So that is just that this video will help you to reduce the stress and at least have a financial education in your 30s, so that they will help you a lot. Do you understand? In your 30s is sometimes more of a competition. You see what your other people are doing. When you are 20, you don't always compete yourself with others because you feel that you are still young. In fact, in your 20s, you probably stay with your parents, you are living up to your parents' bill, you are doing everything for you. So you don't always think, most people. But when you are 30, everybody is probably trying to stay on your own and do some things on your own, trying to plan your own family and plan some other things. So it is very, very important for you. And in your 30s, most people always have a job, do you understand? Or if they have a successful business that you are running. So it's very, very important that you know some of these money traps that you should not fall in. You get? So if this is your first time coming across our videos, just do wait to follow us for more interesting videos like this, and don't forget to share our videos with many people as possible. You know, you are doing them a favor by sharing this video so that they will get this knowledge that you come across. Do you understand? So without wasting time, money trap number one that you should not fall in your 20 is buying house that you cannot afford. Buy or renting house that you cannot afford. Do you understand? You know, in your 30s, some people might have families. You might be married. If you are not married, or you are matured enough to take up to your financial responsibilities, and you are you are mostly likely to compete with your age mates. Do you understand? And most people in that 30 is like, you go to school, you have graduated, you get a job, at least you are living a better life. So they always look at their friends, what they are trying to do, so that them too, they'll be able to feel among. So you think, you see your mates, they rent a better house or they buy nicest houses. Before you buy house or you rent a house, you need to calculate your annual income, your salary, your income that is coming in. And once you calculate your income, you have to spend it wisely. You don't need to spend all your money to rent apartment or to buy a house. For instance, if you are earning $1 million in a year, so you have to apply the 20% rule. It is very, very good for most people, for everybody. If you are just starting out, do you understand? No matter amount of money you are earning, whether in a month, $100, $100,000, or $1 million, the amount of money you need to spend on your apartment or in purchasing your residence is about 20%. It might be small. Let's say you are earning $1 million in a year and you have to spend $200,000 on your house, or whichever the one you want to rent or you want to buy. That is the wise decision. The point is so that you have much money to invest in other business. But if you are trying to compete with other people, you are going to spend a lot of money and you not even focus on investing your own money, which might cost you a financial harm. Do you understand? And what most people don't know is that things like house is expense, is kind of expenses that promote other expenses. The nicer or the luxurious your house is, it will automatically promote other expenses around you. Let's say you are living in a good house and okay, you have to drive a nice car too, and your children have to go to nice school too. So houses, things like house is something that always promote other expenses. And if you are living in a nice house, people that are looking at you say, will know that this guy is very, very okay. So when it comes to billing, they will bill you a lot. You get? So that is a mistake you should not do. Don't ever rent apartment or buy a house that you cannot afford in your 30s. Financial mistake number two that you should not do in your 30s is buying cars that you cannot afford. You understand? Car is very, very important, but some people take all these things as if it's a competition, which is not good. You are buying car can help you to fast track your journey and ease the stress from you to going to work. Do you understand? And spending unnecessary money on transportation. Do you understand? But buying expensive cars is not advisable. There are cars like Toyota Corolla. If you are starting out, you need to buy a car that doesn't consume a lot of fuel. Or some people, when buying cars, they don't even think about those things. Do you understand? They buy any cars, parts are costly, everything are costly, consume a lot of fuel. How are you going to cope? You're not going to cope. Do you understand? Like for me, my experiment about car is that anybody that cannot drive a car with AC does not should not have a car, because what is the essence of if you are driving car in the hot sun and you did not on your AC? It's because of what? Lack of funds. So to avoid lack of funds, don't buy a car when you don't have enough money to fuel your car so that you'll be using AC. Anybody you see on the road driving car without AC can should not have a car or cannot afford a car. Do you understand? That is my own experiment. But moving on, number three is that a mistake that you should not do in your 30s is that not investing, not investing in your 30s. To understand, like I told you, like 30s is very, very important. It's the time that you are trying to figure out or stand or build some things in your life. And you also remember that you need to invest money. Don't wait until you get to the old age or you get to retirement age before you invest. You need to invest, start earlier as possible to investing your money in your 30s. It will really, really help you a lot. That is the reason why we say if you want to buy a house or spending on your house, you need to spend 20% of any of your income so that you have other money aside to invest. Moving on, number four, the mistake you should not do is not having a high higher income skill. You know what we always talk about high income skill is that some people don't have idea of maybe my income will increase in this month because they are doing a salary works and the amount is fixed. So in that way, you don't have a chance to increase your income because you are living on a paycheck to paycheck. But if you are working in a company, you are working in the office, or that is not high income skill. High income skill, there are skills that you can predict or you can choose amount of money you want to earn in the next month. That your earnings is within yourself. You can increase it by your powers, but you cannot increase your salary now. It's fixed something. So it's people that fix it for you. So that one is not high income is skill. So if you have a job, you are working as an employer in a company, you need to think about a high income skill. Do you understand? So that your money will be increased. Find something that you'll be doing that you'll be in charge of your income. You want to increase it. If you want to double your income without times 10, you can be able to double. That is what we call high income skills. And some people don't even know about this. Do you understand? Some people even know, but they don't know how to go about it. Like what we call the high income skill, things like YouTube, like content creation, like graphic design, any skill that you know that you are good at, and you can dramatically use it to increase your income. That is high income skills. So in your 30s, you don't need to focus only your regular job, but you need to think of having a high income skill. Why? Because each and every year, inflation is rising. What you buy at $20 last year might not be $20 in this year because inflation is rising. So if your salary, your income is not rising, you see they're leaving you behind. At the end, you find out that you will not be able to even care for your family or care for yourself if you don't have high income skill. So anything that you are doing should be something that will be increasing your income, because if you are not increasing your income, inflation is increasing after year, most especially in part of the country that we live. Inflation always increase every month or even by weekly self. So you see why high income skill is very, very important in your life so that you'll be able to live up to expectation. Mistake number five that you should not do is not having a financial goals. Most people, if you ask them anything about money, they will just say, I need more money. In the next year, I want to have more money. How much do you want to have? You have to specific, you have to clarify, because clarification equals to power. When you clarify what you want to do, your goals, it give you energy to carry on whatever you want to carry on so that you will execute your plans. But when you are not clear about your goals, how are you going to go about it? It will be very, very difficult for you and it will slow your budget. Do you understand? So when you have a financial goals, let's say in the next year, I want to be earning like more, like 50K dollars or $100,000. Don't just say you need to be making more money next year. What, how much cash do you want to save in the next 3 months? How much money do you want to keep in the next 1 year? How much you want to have in your bank account in the next 1 year? So if you be able to clarify your goals about money, it will really, really help you a lot. It will really, really help you a lot. You will know where you are going and how you will go about it. Do you understand? The last number, which is number six, mistake number six that you should not do in your finance is not having financial literacy. You know, financial literacy is very scarce because so where we come from, most people where we come from, they don't teach us anything about money. We don't need to know anything about money. But as a young person, you need to have at least a little insight about money. You need to have a financial education, how money works. Do you understand? It's very, very important. If you know how money works, it will be very easy for you to control money and build your own wealth. And places that you can learn about money very is through financial books and financial channels. Any way that you think that you can get education on finance, just go ahead and educate yourself about money. If you have more understanding about your money, it's like the best step position for you to manage your finance, or also manage your business financially. If this is our first time coming across our videos, please do well to follow us for more interesting videos like this, and do others favor by sharing this video with many people as possible. See you in the next video.